All right, hello everybody. We got the results of another $1,000 strap search here, and I figured we would just go ahead and go through it, and I'll show you what all I found. Starting off here, got a 2013 Star Note. This is from New York, and the interesting thing about New York Star Notes is for the 2013 series, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing told the Fort Worth facility and the Washington, D.C. facility to start printing the same serial numbers. So I'm not sure if this one's a low enough serial number, but for some of them, there are Fort Worth and Washington, D.C. notes that are both from New York 2013 Star Notes that have the same serial numbers. So that's something that people have been keeping an eye out for and trying to find matched pairs of those. So this is, if it is one that's low enough, it's one that I would definitely save. We also got a 2013 Dallas Star Note, 2013 from Richmond Star Note, another 2013 from Richmond Star Note. This one's pretty worn down. That'll probably go back. And we're moving on to some 2017 Star Notes. This one's from Boston. A 2017 from New York. It was 2017A from New York. 2017 A as well from New York. And another 2017 from New York. These ones probably, I'm going to guess they aren't rare since I found so many of them right there. And we also got a Where's George. This one's kind of interesting because someone just wrote Where's George instead of stamping it with a stamp like they normally do. I set this 2006 back because it's a possible upgrade for my book. I need to check it. This one's still in pretty good shape for being from 2006. So that's the only reason I saved that. If it's not an upgrade, I'll put it back in with the rest of them. So moving on to some older ones. Found a 1999 from Dallas from Fort Worth. And a 1995 from Fort Worth. Another 1995 from Fort Worth facility. This one's for Chicago. Another 1995. This one's from Kansas City, and it's also printed in Fort Worth. Got another. Found a lot of 1995s this time. It's kind of strange. This one's from San Francisco, also Fort Worth. And we got another 1995 Fort Worth. This one's also from San Francisco. And a 1995 from Boston. And this one also has the potential for being a web note. That's one that you always want to look out for. In 1988A, 1993, and 1995, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing made notes on a web-fed press. And it was an experiment to try to see if they could find a way to print notes faster, because a web press uses a roll of paper like a newspaper, whereas the method that they use now, that they used for this, is what's called an intaglio press, and that's where they just take one sheet at a time and press it. That's why these notes have that right there. All pretty much every note has those, and that's its position on the sheet. So that was column A, and that's the third note in the row down. So that's what that refers to. And on the back, you got your standard reverse plate number right there. So that's just a regular old 1995. I actually pulled this one out that I had found earlier. This is a web-fed note, and you can see the difference. There's the plate position there. It's not there in this note because that was just from a continuous sheet of paper, so there is no plate number. And also, it's kind of interesting, like this one has the web press. I've noticed that. I found a couple more, but I've noticed that the web fed, it doesn't really look like you get as much detail in Washington's face. Like it kind of looks like oversaturated a little bit, as compared to a regular note. You can see like a clear line in his forehead. There was where his forehead just kind of blends in with the wig. I always kind of thought that was weird. They definitely stand out when you find them. And the reverse, instead of having the plate number right there, it's got the plate number up in the top corner. So I've been doing this for a little over a year, and I've only found 3 web notes, which I think that's a pretty good number to find. And I got my book here, Paper Money of the United States. So I got my book here, Paper Money of the United States by Arthur and Ira Friedberg. And I've got the page marked here. Let's see. Right here, this note, it's a 1995, and let's see, there's the 1995 printed on a web-fed press in Washington, D.C. This one's New York, B, and block B and H, the block B, H. So this one, according to the book, goes for $10 in EF40 condition. This, I wouldn't say, is an EF40 condition. I'd say this is probably an F12 condition, maybe a little bit better than that, but it's definitely not EF40 because, you got a little, it looks like tape or something like that there, and there's a little stain there. So this is, it's in good shape and everything. Definitely a find, but I wouldn't say it's worth $10. Probably somewhere in the range of 5 to 8. So definitely something to watch out for with the series 1988A, 1993, and 1995. You're looking, it has to be a Washington, D.C. note, so it can't have Fort Worth there. And you're looking for ones that don't have the sheet number on them. So thank you very much. If you have made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And I will come back with another video. Thank you.